All right, so this is Regions on the Run. Regional Study Guide, you'll need that. You'll need your Regions on the Run, and then you'll need your map number 1. So take out your Regional Study Guide. We're gonna begin by looking on page 6. I designed this so that you can pause it throughout the video as you're working on it and then come back to it. So now you'll read pages 6 and 7 on Regions on the Run. Next, we'll be doing Abraham's Journey, event number 1. The first thing you're going to need is a highlighter. And we'll be going through these directions here. So first, you're going to highlight Mesopotamia. This is going to help us on every one of our maps. We're going to split these into quarters. So this is map 1, map corner 1, corner 2, corner 3, and corner 4. You don't have to write that, but I did just for your use. So what we're gonna do is go to the center of the map. We're gonna go halfway across, go up on quarter number 2, and you'll see Mesopotamia is a word that runs northwest to southeast. Then we'll highlight Aram. Again, go to the middle of the map, go about halfway up. You may see the word Seleucia. When you see Seleucia next to it on the right side, you'll see Antioch. And then if you see the word Hazrak to the left, to the right of that, directly underneath of it, you're gonna see an A that is slightly off kilter. If you look this way right here, you'll see the word Aram. And you wanna highlight Aram, okay? The last one is Egypt. I'd leave that to yourself, but look, we're on number 3, middle of the map. Go to number 3. You'll see Egypt right here, the word Egypt. Now we're going to highlight the city names of Haran, Shechem, Bethel, and Beersheba. We're going to begin with which is in quadrant 2. Then we're going to go to Haran, which is still in Mesopotamia, towards the land. So we're going to go all the way up this way, Mesopotamia, Aram, and then right here you'll see Haran or Haran. Then we get a little bit smaller. We're going to be looking at the towns inside of the land between. Called the land between because it's between the Middle East, Africa, Europe, and Asia. That's what this land between is. There's a box in blue, and here in the middle of that you'll find the word Shechem. Highlight that. Underneath it you'll find the word Bethel, which means the house of God. Highlight that. 2 things down you'll see the word Beersheba or Beersheba. Highlight that. Now we're going to highlight 2 river names. The first is the Tigris. You see it right there, above Mesopotamia. Highlight Tigris. You also see Euphrates. You could highlight Euphrates River there. You can also highlight Euphrates River here. And if you're excited, you can also highlight Euphrates River here. Now, keep the ME map out as you read on page 6 of the Regional Study Guide. When you've finished, join me again and we'll look at page 7 of the Regional Study Guide. to begin this section, please pause and read in your Bibles Genesis chapter 11, 31 through chapter 12, verse 10, and chapter 13, verse 1. Now you'll need a black pen. I would recommend one that can really show up nicely. This is not where you will want a felt tip pen or a marker or a color pencil, but a black ink pen. And what we're gonna do is write the word Canaan, and this is number 4 at the bottom of page 7. We're gonna write the words Canaan in small black caps from south to north between the A of the word Gaza and M of Megiddo. So we're going to go back to the land between. If you look on the coast, you'll find Gaza. If you go up the coast, you'll see the word Megiddo. And we're going to write from south to north, Canaan. Between the A of Gaza and the M of Megiddo. Next, you will need a green color pencil or a green pen. I'm using these felt tip pens from Papermate because that was the best I could find. So, unboxing videos look a whole lot easier than when I'm doing it now. All right, come on. Okay. There we go. Okay. So this is one of the things we'll do each time is we make green sweeping arrows. This is step 5. This is Abram's Journeys. Let's test this out here. You see up here at the top, when I'm going to do a sweeping arrow, it's going to look like this. Sweeping. All right? So not straight, not jagged, but sweeping. We're going to go from the dot of to Haran, but staying near the Euphrates River, passing along Mari, which is right there on the way. You might want to add an arrow there to help you. Then from Haran to Shechem. Here's Haran. There's Shechem. And it recommends you pass by Damascus and stay to the west of Rabbah, which is right here. So, okay. Next, letter C. From Beersheba, passing near Kadesh, which is here, to West Timulat. Which I should have looked at beforehand. I've only done these maps 6 times. In the Nile Delta. So the Nile Delta is up here. Goodness gracious. This might be a place where you pause the video or fast forward it. Well, we know we can go from Shechem to Kadesh. Oh, there it is. Goodness gracious. It's tiny little words that are in an arc. It's not the city name. Okay? Then an arrow parallel and south of arrow C, which takes Abram back to Shechem. Okay. I'm going to go to page 8. I encourage you now to read this section of page 8. And now we're going to begin with event number 2. Read these first 2 paragraphs. Consult the chart in the Regions on the Run book. And now we're going to be back on the ME map. You will need your highlighter and either a blue pen or a blue fine tip felt marker or something similar. We're going to highlight the city name Tyre. This is going to be on the coast. You'll become familiar with this. Tyre, right there, almost the very dead center of the map. And then they want you to do a blue circle around the city name Tyre. Just the name, not the dot. Okay? Continue to read the discussion at the bottom of page 8 through this section of page 9. Take a moment, pause the video, and read Ezekiel chapter 27. Now we'll mark on the ME map with a fine black pen, which I'll use this really pretty pink Uniball. Now we're using the full map on this one, okay? So this one gets a little wild. All right, everybody still with me? You may have fallen asleep. Hopefully no one is driving. In the sea on the far west side of the map, you're going to write the words Tarshish. Okay? Tarshish. This is not Tarsus, where Paul is from. Then you can write silver, iron, tin, and lead. Between Athens and Smyrna, not Smirnoff, Smyrna, you want to write Javan. And if you want, you can also write in there slaves, bronze vessels. And then northwest of Carchemish, northwest of Carchemish. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm going to say that by this point, you've probably found it on your own. Oh, there it is. Huh, I was not looking in the right spot. Northwest of Carchemish, right, Meshech and Tubal. And if you want, you can write slaves, bronze. Then at the upper center at Hattusa, which is right here, I'm going to write Togarma. East of Hattusa, Togarma. And if you want, horses and mules. Under the sea, under roads, right here, you write roads and islands. And if you want, you can write ebony and ivory. And I will not sing the Stevie Wonder song. Above Haran, which you already know, you'll write Aram. You already know this is the land of Aram. And I don't have room to write precious stones and all the rest of it, so I'm going to stop doing that. In the sea southwest of Caesarea, you will write Israel and Judah. Southeast of Damascus, you'll write Damascus. Southeast of Elath, which is down here by the Red Sea, you'll write Dedan. Southwest of Duma, you'll write Kedar. Oh, sorry, that's southeast. Oh well. It's supposed to go right there. Okay. East of the Red Sea, near the bottom of the map, you'll see Sheba Saba, and you'll write Sheba and Rama. Oops, no H. And Rama. And then between Assyria and Media, Media, which is also known as Persia, so that'd be here. Persia is here. Media is here. Assyria is there. So somewhere in this region, right here, we want to write Asher and Almedia. All right. Now, we're now going to do 6 blue arrows, medium length, pointing from Tyre to the general directions of the markets. So we'll do one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and maybe one there. Okay. Now I encourage you to read the rest of that page. Now we made it to event 3. On the ME map, you'll highlight Assyria. Right here. Then, please put blue boxes around the word Assyria and Egypt. Okay. I invite you to consult the 4,000-year chart with the 500-year overview. Read Isaiah chapter 19, verse 23 and 25. Read the remainder of page 10. You can come back and read through page 11 with optional reading there. Read here. Event number 4, there actually is no marking, but this is great reading, and I encourage you to read Hosea 11 and Matthew chapter 2. And that concludes the first map, the ME map. Next map will be the LB map. Thank you so much.